From translation, NKJV New King James Version, this 155 day of the year, today we are reading passages, Job 11-13, Job chapter 11, verses 1-34. Then Zophar the Naamathite answered and said, Should not the multitude of words be answered? And should a man full of talk be vindicated? Should your boasts make men hold their peace? And when you mock, should no one shame you? For you have said, My doctrine is pure, and I am clean in your eyes. But oh, that God would speak, and open his lips against you, and that he would show you the secrets of wisdom, for wisdom is double to him. Therefore know that God exacts from you less than your iniquity deserves. Can you search out the deep things of God? Can you find out the limits of the Almighty? They are higher than heaven, what can you do? Deeper than Sheol, what can you know? Their measure is longer than the earth and broader than the sea. If he passes by, or closes up, or calls to an assembly, who can contradict him? For he knows futile people, he sees wickedness and does not consider it. For the wise eyes of man will be at a glance, and the hearing of the wise will seek knowledge. But the wise man will understand these things, the discerning will know them. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he sees all his paths. As for a man's heart, it is deep beyond all things, and man is beyond measure. I would speak to the Almighty and argue my case with God, for he has great things to do with you, no less than the things he has already done with you. Therefore respect an upright man, and for the wicked do not be afraid. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he may gain much, if God takes away his life? Will God hear his cry when trouble comes upon him? Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call on God? I will teach you about the hand of God. What is with the Almighty I will not conceal. Behold, all you yourselves have seen it. Why then do you still act perversely? This is the portion of a wicked man with God, and the heritage of oppressors with the Almighty. Though his days are prolonged, his years will come to an end in a moment. In the time of judgment he will be cut off, like his own dung. Those before him will not see his latter days. Yet his sons will seek favor in the sight of the poor, and his hands will restore his wealth. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which will lie down with him in the dust. Though evil is sweet in his mouth, and he hides it under his tongue, though he spares it and does not forsake it, but still keeps it in his mouth, yet his food will turn in his stomach. It will become the gall of asps within him. He will spit out the venom of asps, the viper's tongue will kill him. He will not see the brooks, the rivers flowing with honey and cream. He will return to the days of his hired labor, and he will see no good in the days to come. He will consume his own skin in hunger, and gnaw his own bones. It will be the rage of him who utterly destroys him, and of him who prevails against him. It will be a fire not quenched. Job chapter 12, verses 1-42. Then Job answered and said, No doubt you are the people, and wisdom will die with you. But I have understanding as well as you. I am not inferior to you. Who does not know such things as these? I am one mocked by his friend, who calls on God and he answers him. A just and upright man is mocked by his neighbor. The upright will be in adversity, and the mocker will be increased in scorn. But I seek God's will. I desire to know his purpose. Surely he will perform it for me, and many things similar to these are with him. Therefore I am terrified at his presence. When I consider this, I am afraid of him. For God made my heart weak, and the Almighty terrifies me. If I called and he answered me, yet I do not believe that he hears me, even so he would distinguish between me and my enemy. He would hear me and attend to me with his great power. For he does not afflict willingly, nor grieve the children of men. But if I would speak, and if I would not fear him, I would not do this. For I know you are able to do all things, and that no purpose of yours can be thwarted. You asked, Who is this who hides counsel without knowledge? Therefore I have uttered what I did not understand, things too wonderful for me, which I did not know. Listen, please, and I will speak. I will ask you, and you will teach me. I have heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eye sees you. Therefore I abhor myself, and repent in dust and ashes. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind, and said, Who is this who darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Now gird up your loins like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determined its measurements? Surely you know, or who stretched the line upon it? To what were its foundations fastened? Or who laid its cornerstone when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Who shut in the sea with doors when it burst forth and issued from the womb? When I made the clouds its garment, and thick darkness its swaddling band, and set limits for it, and set bars and doors. When I said, Thus far you may come, but no farther, and here your proud waves must stop. Have you commanded the morning since your days began, and caused the dawn to know its place, that it might take hold of the ends of the earth, and the wicked be shaken from it? It takes on form like clay under a seal, and stands out like a garment. From the wicked their light is withheld, and the upraised arm is broken. Have you entered the springs of the sea, or have you walked in search of the depths? Have the gates of death been revealed to you, or have you seen the doors of the shadow of death? Have you comprehended the breadth of the earth? Tell me if you know all this. Where is the way to the dwelling of light? And darkness, where is its place, that you may take it to its territory, that you may know the paths to its home? Do you know it because you were born then, or because the number of your days is great? Have you entered the treasury of snow, or have you seen the treasury of hail, which I have reserved for the time of trouble, for the day of battle and war? By what way is light diffused, or the east wind scattered over the earth? Who has divided a channel for the overflowing water, or a path for the thunderbolt, to cause it to rain on a land where there is no man? On the wilderness in which there is no man, to satisfy the desolate waste, and cause the bud of the tender plant to spring forth, does the rain have a father? Or who has begotten the drops of dew, from whose womb comes the ice, and the frost of heaven, who gives it birth? The waters become hard like stone, and the surface of the deep is frozen. Job chapter 13, verses 1 to 28. Then Job answered and said, Here you are, you who say to do good, who teach others evil. You would condemn me, that I may be silent, and yet my words are nothing worth. Yes, even I will answer you, I also will declare my opinion. For I know that I am right. Who is he who will contend with me? For if he has a cause, he cannot answer me. We both speak with understanding. No one is like me in your esteem. Call now, is there anyone who will answer you? And to which of the saints will you turn? For wrath kills a foolish man, and envy slays the simple. I also have seen myself, and my hope is gone. Surely you men of comfort are all useless. For as your help is of no avail, so is my helplessness before you. Oh, that you would wholly tear me in pieces, but that you would not declare me wrong. Oh, that I had where I might find him, that I might come to his throne. He would grant me judgment on my side, he would multiply my wages. For I would speak to the Almighty, and I desire to reason with God. For I am still confident of this, I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. But now, because of my bitter soul, you search out my iniquity and probe my sin, when you yourselves know that I am not wicked, that there is none like me, who has escaped from the hand of God. Look at me and be astonished, and put your hand over your mouth. I have spoken once, but I will not answer. Yes, twice, but I will proceed no further. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Who is this who darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Now gird up your loins like a man, I will question you, and you shall answer me. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determined its measurements? Surely you know, or who stretched the line upon it? To what were its foundations fastened? Or who laid its cornerstone when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Who shut in the sea with doors when it burst forth and issued from the womb?